if I were to do the same things here in America that I'm doing here, I wouldn't have my children anymore. It's been a learning process, definitely.
Yeah. And then Elizabeth, can you tell us some of your most amazing experiences, like that's been outstanding for you when you came to Korea? If you've had any that's been like very memorable.
Mostly it's been meeting the people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have like a specific occasion?
Well, I've had, here in Gimhae, I had my triplets in Taekwondo, and now they initially liked it, but of course the instructors here are hard on the students.
Okay, very strict.
Very, very strict. I don't think they were in America, because my kids were taking Taekwondo in America before we came. So they had 6 months of Taekwondo, but they had to start over. And I know one of them came home and was like, oh, my master, he's so tough. He's so mean, is what they felt, because they're not used to that.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, you're in Korea now.
Yeah.
But these people, they took care of them. They helped teach them, the moves. They actually taught them some Korean too. I put them in their care center.
Okay.
So they loved it.
Yeah.
The other funny thing for the kids to learn is they've been learning Korean through Pokemon. They love Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, Koreans love Pokemon.
Yes. So I teach my students the English name, and they'll teach me the Korean.
Oh, okay, that's good. And especially I think Korea is so competitive, so of course in Taekwondo and anything, they're going to be more strict.
Yes. Yeah, I think my oldest triplet came home, Dominic, and he's just like, oh yeah, my master pulled on my ear because I wasn't doing something right. And I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Don't fuss.
Yeah, no, don't fuss. I never put up a fuss because I don't like drama.
Yeah.
A lot of times I don't like causing issues, and I will ask, okay, I was told this, can you tell me what happened? Okay, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, I'm sorry for the trouble, we know better for next time.
Yeah.
I've met some great families here from the students that I taught, love the parents. Actually, there's one family here in Gimhae that I absolutely love.
Okay.
And the father is Italian. He is from the same area in Sicily that my ancestors are from.
Oh, wow.
So we would talk a lot about Sicily, and I would ask him, I want to find my family. How can I check my family? Because I've got Ancestry.com. I did the DNA. And unfortunately, there's not a big registry in Sicily, it sounds like. So he's like, you're just going to have to go there to visit. So I might eventually go to Sicily to visit.
Yeah, it's beautiful in Italy. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I had a friend who initially came with me to help out with the children until I could get them in school and that. And then we went to Seoul when they had to go back home. The kids love Seoul. We did a lot of the K-pop touristy things when we were there.
Okay.
Went down the K-Star Road. I have to say, I am a big K-pop fan.
Really?
I love my group. So anytime I go to Seoul, I make sure I go there.
Which group is your favorite?
Shiny.
Shiny. I don't know them.
Second gen group, and they actually just put out a new song.
Oh, Shiny. Is it a girl or a boy?
Boy bands.
You never know with the names.
Yeah. Shiny, and do you know Super Junior?
No.
Okay, they're the older generations. One of the members of Super Junior is on, in English it's called Men on a Mission. I'm not sure Korean, but that's where they're the grown men, or like they're in high school and they have all these groups come in and talk to them. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I think you are, you're adjusted.
Well, I watched a lot of K-dramas and listened to a lot of music before I came.
Okay.
Mainly because I've always been into Asian culture. It was really Japan first because of the anime and the manga.
Okay.
But there was one manga that I read a lot that I found out had a Korean drama for.
Oh.
It's actually got a Japanese drama, a Korean drama, a Chinese drama, all the same thing, just different names.
Oh, wow.
So in Japanese, I'm probably going to botch this, but it's like Hana Yori Dango, something like that.
Okay.
First,
is it on Netflix?
I don't know if that one's on Netflix.
Okay.
It could be. I think it's called Meteor Garden.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Meteor Garden is the Japanese version or the Chinese.
Yeah.
But in Korea, it's called Boys Over Flowers. So that was my first initial Korean drama that got me into a lot of Korean music.
Okay.
And I actually found out that I listened to SHINee before I ever really knew who they were because they did the OST.
Yeah.
Also Double S 501.
Okay.
This is a subject I could talk about all day. Yeah. I actually, after my first year when I was in America, I got a tattoo to represent Korea for me. So it's actually not the, like most people I think get the flag. I didn't get the Korean flag.
Yeah.
I got the Rose of Sharon, or the Mugunghwa, which is the hibiscus flower that you see around everywhere.
Oh, okay. The pink one, right?
Yeah. But I also have a diamond for SHINee because that is their symbol, a pearl aqua color, and then Kumyo, the nine-tailed fox.
Wow.
And a rose. So I have it all here, and I put it over on my chest, over my heart, because I feel like Korea is home for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you're more Korean than other Koreans.
That's what I've been told, even friends that I made, because I'm so into entertainment. Because my bachelor's degree is in theater.
Yeah.
I've always been into entertainment. I wanted to act.
You should give drama here, English drama.
My goal initially was to come over here and teach, and then maybe work my way into Korean entertainment if I could. I don't know, considering my age, I may not be able to.
You never know, right? I think there's a lot of communities with these things.
Yeah.
Dance groups or whatever. Yeah.
I always wanted to, even if it was just like a small thing, like if I was a waitress in a restaurant, I wouldn't care. I could just say I was in a Korean show or something.
That'd be so cool.
It would.
Yeah.
I would love to go work on a drama, especially with a lot of my favorite actors and actresses. I have so many.
Yeah, I can hear that. Okay, apart from all the great things, are there any negative things that you would like to mention, or something that you had to learn from when you got here?
Well, one of the things I learned is you just can't throw trash away in anything. I did, I would initially get some trash bags and have it, but if I ran out and didn't have time to go get it, I just had regular bags you can get from Daiso, thinking those would work. Not the case. Didn't work. That was something that was, brought to my attention. It's like, oh, you didn't know? Well, no. Yes, I was here the last time, but I was able to throw things. I didn't have much trash as I, do this time around. I've got more trash with my 4 kids than I did the first time around. And now I'm living. I did initially live in a villa. Now I'm living in an apartment, and for both cases, you have to be very, very quiet. Or your neighbors.
Respectful, right? Even on the buses.
Yeah, you have to be very quiet. Doesn't matter if it's a bus or in your apartment. Luckily for me right now, after first couple of interactions with my neighbor, she's got my numbers and can text me if I'm being too loud. Like, oh, sorry. Okay. But most of the noise is usually just walking around. A lot of people like to be heavy-footed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you have to tiptoe.
Especially in apartments, right? Next to each other.
It was kind of amusing one night. She's like, are you doing construction in your apartment because there's so much noise? That's not us. It was actually our neighbor upstairs.
Oh, wow.
My neighbor upstairs is really loud. Yeah. Slamming doors and everything, but I don't... It's not that big of a deal. I don't think it's majorly negative. But again, I also don't like to cause drama either.
Yeah, you like peace.
I like peace. I've had too much drama over the years. Even last year was a little bit of drama with things that I'm just like, okay, I don't want that negative experience that I had. And it wasn't overly negative, but still negative enough that I'm like, I don't want that anymore. Yeah. Like, I kind of know what I want and what I don't want.
Yeah, that's great. And I think that's why you're also so happy at your school.
Yes. It's more involved there, more caring, more involved. We take care of each other, and it's great because my director doesn't like drama, doesn't like gossip.
And then can you just tell us a bit about the system at your Hagwon? I know most of the Hagwons are working with online systems. Do you also have that, or do you prepare your own lesson plans?
We're given the books. We are told the pages we have to go over, but we don't, so we're kind of given the stuff. Okay. But it's not online. Like I do for some books, I do have websites I can go to and use those websites, but it's nothing like my last school where everything was online.
Okay, and is this better for you, working through the books, or?
Yes and no.
Okay. Yeah.
I do like things being prepared, but this gives me a little bit more free reign to do more stuff.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So like the other one that was online, I had the slides to follow, and I had to make sure it went in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And sometimes that could go fast.
Okay.
So I would have to add in extra things.
Yeah.
Here, sometimes I add in extra things, sometimes I don't have to. And then it's not, so my director has worked in many different places, even worked in America. So she took the things that she liked in every place and basically put it together. Wow. And I think it works well.
Yeah, and I think she has a more open mindset then.
Yeah.
If she's been abroad. And then what would you like to tell the people viewing this, if they're considering to come and work in Korea, like what advice would you give them, and do you think they should come?
If you plan on staying longer like I hope to, definitely learn the language. Research everything for where you want to go, because I had a coworker that I worked with who thought she was going to a big city and then absolutely hated it because here's not that big. We're close to the big cities, but she didn't like it. Also, determine what you want to do for your kids. There is a mother here that she came when her child was young, put her straight into daycare. He can speak Korean more than he can English. So if you come young, they're going to learn fast.
Yeah.
If they're a bit older, it's going to take a couple years. Definitely expect up and downs. It's not going to be quite like you hope or like you think, but it's not a negative experience. It's been great for us. Let's see, what else is there? I know there was a lot of things I wanted to say, but now it's like, okay, wait a minute.
Okay, let's say this. The top 3 things for you. If you could round everything up in top 3 points.
Depending on the academy, if you come to teach, expect long hours.
Okay.
The pay is usually good depending on, it's higher when you have to work all day compared to working part-time like in the afternoon.
Yes.
Some food here can be expensive, so you might have to adjust your eating, especially like if you like a lot of fruits and that. You want to buy in season, not out of season. Watermelon might be out of season now, maybe. So it's a lot higher.
The price,
Definitely do a lot of research online. Look food, look at the city where you want to go. Definitely foreign friendly. Survival skills, a little bit of Korean, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, it's actually been a positive experience. It's been great, so there's not much that I had to do. I had an idea and I had to adjust. You're gonna have to adjust, definitely.
So you have to come with the right mindset.
You have to come with the right mindset. Be prepared to adjust, because you may come thinking one thing and then you're going to go off course. So I guess if you don't have the mindset to do a lot of things on the fly or quick thinking like that, then this might not be a good idea. Because I've met some people that are like, I came here, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and then they're very unhappy or they're very stressed out because they're not doing what they planned on doing.
Okay, that is good advice as well. Especially, I think also learning a bit of Korean if it's not a major city.
Yeah, because a lot of the smaller cities, you're not going to have much English, I don't think. Even here, some of the places aren't speaking a lot of English. Papago has been good for me.
Nice.
I use Kakao Maps over Naver, but either one works. And then definitely Kakao Taxi, Kakao Bus, if you're going to take transportation. Now, I've recently bought a car, especially because I want to take more road trips this year. But honestly, if you're just coming for a year, transportation, taxis and bus,
that's easy enough, right?
Easy enough, cheap enough.
Yeah.
I think it's only not quite 2,001 per person
per ride. Yeah, it's like 1,005, 1,060.
I know it goes up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know you have to be careful with some of the smaller cities too, because I have a friend who's living in an even smaller city. Their bus stops at a certain time, and it doesn't always come.
Okay, because of the size. Yeah.
Because of the size, I think at one point in time there was a strike. So while the buses were still running and working, they just weren't as often as they used to be.
Not as convenient.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for telling us about your journey here, and I will for sure put your TikTok and if you have Instagram information so people can follow your journey and any advice you have to give them. Maybe they have more questions for you or so on.
Don't work too much. Definitely don't work too much. If you have to work Monday through Friday, try to do something at least one day on the weekend. Baseball's really good. Basketball's really good. I haven't seen soccer.
Yeah.
I actually did make a friend that was on a basketball team, one of the national basketball teams here.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, he was learning English. That's how I met him. language exchange.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So keep active and don't overwork yourself, right?
Right. You have to make sure you relax, otherwise you're just gonna get burnt out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll give you my TikTok and Instagram.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And hats off to you for, really being so brave enough to come to another country, raising your 4 kids.
Yes.
That takes a lot of courage, I think. Yeah.
I was definitely worried that I wasn't making the right choice. It is an adjustment for them, but I think it's been for the better.